And this is exactly why I flew to Phuket to select top-tier projects for my Dubai investors. And in this project, there is currently a wave of purchases from clients who love and know Dubai, or at least had planned to invest there, but are now looking for alternatives. Good alternatives, top projects with strong investment potential. This project is located in the Bang Tao area, which is actually the top district of Phuket with the longest beach, half of which is a nature reserve covered with pine trees. And right across from this protected beach is where our project is situated. Thanks to the terraced construction, about half of the units have a sea view. In general, the project consists of 3 phases, so to speak. There is the hotel section, the premium residential section, and the luxury residential section where, accordingly, the prices are higher. In this review, we will take a look at the location, the showroom, and the nearest beach. So you'll get to see all the most interesting things. This is the best project I have found in Phuket so far, and the coolest noise I've seen here. Friends, I haven't seen presentations like this even in Dubai. Take a look. This is an immersive room where you can feel like you're on the future grounds of the project. I won't say which one, I'll tell you later. Right now I'm filming a review. So here you see this kind of night bouquet of the future? Something like that. And here is that very project. There will be 350 types of plants here which will create their own ecosystem. I feel like over time there will even be a whole zoo here. This is the actual area, what it will look like inside the project if you go out for an evening walk in your own courtyard. Let's discuss the concept of this complex. Here, as you can see for yourself, there are many buildings located on a single territory, on an elevation that rises up in a cascade. This is due both to the terrain and to the overall planning of the buildings themselves. Here you can see which zones will be designated, how many bodies of water there will be, and how many walking paths like these will be available. I'm not afraid to say it, there are entire wellness centers here. This includes spa salons and some commercial spaces that will operate here. The first building is a hotel. It's purely a hotel. There will also be several other blocks managed by the hotel, and if you buy an apartment in them, you can only rent it out as a hotel unit. But if you want a residence, that is, to have the ability to live there without restrictions or to have full control over your property, then these are the buildings for you. What suits you here is that this is a full-fledged residence. In my personal experience investing in a hotel concept, in that case you don't manage your property yourself and you fully entrust all income and expense calculations to the hotel. This leads to a decrease in profitability. I don't know how it is here in Phuket. There are hardly any such cases yet, but in Dubai, people lose out when they invest in hotels. That's why I recommend choosing a residence specifically for passive income. This way, you'll have the freedom to choose which management company to work with. And you'll also be able to live there yourself for as long as you want. Because, according to statistics, most property buyers in Phuket actually want to spend time here themselves as well. And especially, such top-tier projects are chosen by investors who select according to their own taste and standards. They are ready to invest more than just in a cheap condo. And they want to enjoy this luxurious property themselves, not just own it. But in the luxury segment, people buy purely for themselves. Again, according to the sales statistics of this developer, this top building, the uppermost one, is the highest and most premium. In terms of area and amenities, we will see it in the showroom. Here, of course, if you yourself have the opportunity and the desire to buy some unique property in Phuket, well, let's go inside the apartments. Let's see what the finishing and amenities will look like. This is the apartment showroom of the premium line. Yes, premium is actually the basic line. The more expensive one is luxe. Well, in fact, you can immediately see the ambitious intent here. Everything you see here, including all the furniture and appliances, can be included in the package, or you can create your own design. I'll tell you the price for this apartment now, including all the finishing, furniture, and appliances, is $265,000. Here we have natural oak finishes, engineered wood flooring covered with oak veneer. This is travertine, natural stone. Here you can see the rounded corners, this soft upholstery, and the headboard area. And this is also unusual, it's so soft. It's interesting because very few developers here in Phuket implement such a comprehensive design solution. Not just in the showroom, but in practice. Window systems, air preparation system. I won't list all of this in detail right now, but everything here is top level. Look at the bathtub we have. This is also natural stone, and even the shower area features natural travertine. All the materials here are absolutely natural. And here we can see not only the showrooms, but also the actual construction site. Construction on the project started just 8 months ago. Look at the scale it has already reached. Construction started with the luxury buildings, which are up there. You can compare this with the model. So over there we have the luxury buildings, and down here, on this side and over here, all the other buildings will go. And over there, on that side, there will be the hotel building. And from here, even from this rather low platform, I can already show you the beach. Do you see those trees? That's the very fir tree that grows along the beach. And right behind the trees you can see the sea shining through, and that's the very beach, exactly 700 meters away. That's the distance to the sea from here. I can also tell you a bit about the neighborhood here. For example, on this undeveloped empty plot, a Rixos hotel will be built. And over there, there's currently large-scale land development underway with major projects, which I'll also tell you about, by the way. Yes, they're closer to the sea, but honestly, they're at a lower elevation and on a smaller scale. That's why this project remains my top choice, still the very best. Now let's take a look at pure luxury. These are luxury class apartments. Here you immediately get larger spaces, and even more natural materials are used in the finishes. Take a look, this kitchen island is made entirely of travertine. The furniture facades are finished with oak veneer. The design is very restrained with plenty of warm accents, and even look, this little shelf here is also made of natural travertine. Here too there's veneer. Here we have wardrobe facades made of teak. The headboard of the bed is also made of some kind of wood. Take a look at the bathrooms here as well. And this style combines natural stone, but without any gilded trim. Rather with these elegant shapes where the water will reflect, playing with the light on the ceiling. So details like these have been thoughtfully designed here. And now the price. Let's move on to the price. The price is $800,000. For this kind of luxury apartment, I can provide more detailed information about prices for different units, their sizes and layouts. Of course, just message me on WhatsApp, Telegram, Instagram, or any other platform, even the restricted ones, and I'll send you everything. I'll also tell you about and show you the neighboring projects that are closer to the beach so we can compare them. They also offer a very decent standard there, but you'll be able to choose what suits you best. Well friends, if this project impressed you as much as it did me, then definitely get in touch so we can discuss it, set up a call and compare it with other options available in Phuket. Because for the same price, you could get a full-fledged villa, whichever you prefer, an apartment even in such a great complex, or your own 3-bedroom, 2-story villa with its own plot in the 800s. There are plenty of such options as well, so reach out so we can put together an excellent selection tailored to your investment goals.